Hello, hello, chess friends. So I'm gonna get one quick game in today. I've been having troubles doing commentary while playing, so let's see if I can get used to this
Game
as I do it
started.
more. So you'll see my rating took a little drop. Knight f6. So he's playing the English, and I'm just gonna go for a symmetrical English because I wanted an easy game to play. This is usually pretty equal-ish. I'm basically having the same setup as white. I don't want to get into anything too difficult, otherwise I'll screw up because I can't talk and play at the same time. Okay, so I like this offbeat line with queen b6. Okay, knight c2. That's, I think, the most principled reply, and now I'm just going to develop my bishop to e6 to attack the pawn on c4. Pretty comfortable with this opening so far. Pretty happy. So white's going to make use of this d5 square. Notice how all of his pieces are pointing at this. The knight might even come to e3 and then to d5. And okay, so bishop e6. If he develops the bishop to b2, I have bishop takes c4 because there's a pin on this pawn, right? So hopefully he falls for that. In the database, there's actually quite a number of games where white does fall for that little trick. So he's having a little bit of trouble developing this bishop in the dark squares. Okay, so d5. He really wants to take a stake on this d5 square. What plans do I have? He has a space advantage as well. A5 doesn't do anything. Let's just put my rook opposite his queen, so that if the lines ever open up, I get a tempo that way. Okay, so he develops his bishop this way. And I'm just going to attack his knight. And he protects the knight. Okay. So he doesn't have any knight d5 tricks just yet. But those are sometimes available to white. Alright, let's just develop, not lose on time. One plan could be a6 to go for this b5 breakthrough. That seems like a reasonable idea. I think I'm playing well so far. And he's grabbing space on the king side. He never has e5 yet, because I just take and attack his queen. Is he going for f5? What can I do to stop f5? f5 is pretty scary. Hold on. Don't I just have, like, knight g4 having a discovery attack against the knight here? Or even knight takes e4? So knight takes e4, if knight takes, I trade queens. No, that doesn't work. But knight g4 seems like it could be problematic for white. Yeah, I could have done this like a move ago. So knight e4, knight takes e4 to grab a pawn doesn't work, as knight takes, queen takes, and then if bishop takes, yeah, I give two pieces for the rook. There's no way to make it work. Nah. Is knight g4 a good move? Could be greedy, try to win an exchange. Hopefully I'm not just miscalculating here. So I didn't think he had that. Don't I win an exchange in the end? I get the queens off. I'm not sure if I have the move order right. Yeah, and then I can just win an exchange in an endgame. See, the exchange would be dubious if the queens were still on, because he might get an attack. But I think winning the exchange is more sound with the queens off. In the endgame, I think this is much better for me. So he ruins my pawn structure a bit. He does have compensation. Okay. So let's give up my bishop. I think I can try to convert this advantage. If knight d4, bishop c3, check. But my knight might get stuck. In fact, is it getting stuck now? Knight d4. Okay, is this a really bad move? I'm gonna play b5 next to open up lines for my rook. Hope moving my knight back like that wasn't such a terrible idea. Okay, let's protect that knight. And then b5 actually, yes. b5 now. He can't take because his bishop hangs. And at some point I might want to play king f8 to protect the e7 pawn. Okay. So let's just open up lines. I'm going to play this just to be completely safe with e7. Okay. Now, running really low on time. Do I have knight takes e4? No. Okay, I really just have to make a move. Probably is not a good move. Okay. Let's move that knight out of the way. If he takes here, this is more complicated than it had to be. I have the f4 square for my knight. If he takes, I'm just gonna get pre-moves in. I mean, I still should have an advantage, but I have like no time. Okay, knight f4 is my next idea if I can get a chance to play it. Might still be able to win this, but it's not easy anymore. Okay, so I attack h3. Okay. Let's just get all my pawns together here. These two connected pass pawns might be problematic for me. I think I want to play rook b8 to get in on the 7th rank here. Okay. So he prevented that. Let's blockade these pawns so that they don't move forward. This is so problematic. Okay. I'm probably just gonna lose this game now.
Check.
Yeah. Fuck. Seriously, this is why I hate Blitz. I'm just gonna lose because I don't have any time. How's he protecting c5 now? Well, he just... Yeah, I think he's winning.
Time warning.
Okay. Now I probably have winning position again, but I have no time. Okay. Okay, no time. Oh my god, my rook's hanging. Oh, and he didn't even see that. Okay. So, this is a pretty disappointing game.
Black forfeits on time.
Pretty disappointing game. Okay. So this is the symmetrical English, where I basically have a mirror white's setup. With d5, he gets space in the center. Queen b6, other normal moves include, I mean, I think you could play a6, you could play queen c7 if you want, so on, but I like queen b6. That's, I think, the main line. And then bishop c4, so that if he plays this, as I said in the commentary, that works, right? This is all okay. Yeah, and the computer immediately says that knight g4 here is a good idea because of all this pressure. Okay. Okay, knight g4, now I played. Okay, the computer says that's a good move. Also, knight h5 was another alternative. But I'm playing pretty well here. I could have taken, take, and after all this, I win the exchange. And this was a much cleaner way of playing. There's fewer pieces on the board, and I could just play b5. So the way I did it was more complicated. Yeah, he definitely has a lot of compensation for this. What I was afraid of was this, and he has a lot of compensation. My weak pawns here. But he didn't do that, and I have a greater advantage, but no time. So I have to play faster. This was all good, actually. The computer says I'm just winning. Yeah, this is all good. But with no time, these two connected pass pawns are pretty hard to deal with. King e7, I'm playing best moves so far. These are all best moves. Okay, that wasn't the best move. King e7, King e6. And I was afraid of some checks, but none of them really work, because I just have f5. And this one doesn't work because of my knight. So my king was actually safe. But I put him on a dark square to avoid checks. Well, yeah, so this works. Still winning. And then I just missed that I had a rook hanging. He also missed it. And this is just really complicated. The computer says I should do this. But, I think white has an advantage here. Okay, so anyway, I just stopped playing. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to seeing you next time.